Alright, Dad. Let's take a look at these little tickers you sent me. Sorry it's taking so long to get to you. Um, but I haven't really had much chance to sit down and look at them. But looking at them today, we'll start with CTGO, which I've charted for you before. Um, you got back into it at $19, whatever day this was, back in maybe April of last year. Does that sound right? I don't remember. Um, but anyways, let's see. 5 June of last year, maybe. That might be right. Anyways, you got into it here, and you had plenty of opportunities looking at my chart that I sent you to get in and get out, and then finally had a big flush down to this quarter demand zone. And if you'd followed my chart, like I know you don't do, you'd have gotten in down here at least at $12, and it's closed at $24. You doubled your money. Um, but she probably didn't do that. Anyways, it's in this quarter supply zone. It hit this 25% of the zone and retraced back. Um, its range for this coming up year is from this line right here at 24.82 all the way down here to this blue line at 10.92. So we could see another large pullback in CTGO, or it could be creating an inside here and continue to the upside further into the zone. If you're still in it, I would stay in it, or if you want to take some profits and keep some runners and see if it can continue up. If it doesn't, I would look for it to pull back, and it may take a little while, maybe down into this zone right here. Let me stretch this out so we can see it. This is an inside and up right here. So the zone starts technically right here at 1228. And again here at 1028, this is where the out candle starts. So at 1028 is where you would look to get in. And then that edge right here is at the 25% of that quarter demand zone at 1082. Now that could be a long way from now. I mean, it could take some time to get there later into next year. But if you want to get into it here pretty quick, or I don't know what you want to do. I don't know if you still have it or what, but anyways, I'd be weary of this area up here in this red zone. Any of these 26, 23s, 28s, 71s, anywhere around there. If you're not in it and you want to get in it, I would wait for a pullback. Let me see what the monthly looks like. Mm, you got an inside and up. So back down here around the $19 mark, if it can pull back down into this area, I look for some support right here. So technically the what's that, 1857, so $19 somewhere in there. That's a monthly demand zone, but that demand zone's big. It goes from that value there all the way down here to 1262. So keep that in mind. That's CTGO. Let's see. Yeah, had a big week last week. It's gonna hit this resistance right here at 24.76. This is an inside and down. So that's where that line is, real close. 24.93. That's 24.80. So anywhere in that area, you could look for a resistance and then maybe a pullback down into this area. So you're at the top again. Like you always like to buy at the top. Should have bought down here. But anyways, that's what that looks like. Let's move on here. Let's look at RRC. Let me find it here. Range Resource Corp, I guess is what that is. I charted it a little bit already. It's in a downtrend from its high of 95.41. It came into a low of 161. and then it's started to rally back up. It is in a core supply zone, which is between a 38.2 and the 50% of this move down. So look for heavy resistance here. You see it's kind of bumping its head and can't seem to get up into the $48, $50 mark. So until it can, move up here, I would be worried. If you want to look for a pullback, this is a monthly chart. It created an inside and up. You can see it's been following this cloud since it went from white to green. It's been using this cloud as support and continue to the upside into this quarter supply zone. So if you do want to take a chance to get in at 35.67. You have your inside and up formation, so look for entry into that area, and hopefully it can continue to the upside through the supply zone. If for some reason it does, and you like it, you stay in it, that 59.58 right here, that's the 618 of this move down. Look for heavy resistance right there. The next one is ASCUF. Let me find it. ASCUF right here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a chart on that. Let's look at the quarter. Yeah, it's up there. I'm not sure what. Maybe a copper fund, Arizona. So I don't know what this is, but anyways, its range for this coming up year is from $1.20 to all the way to 293. So I would look for some kind of pullback at least, and that may be the pullback. It may continue up from here. Well, let's take this let's go from here to here. This is a quarter chart. Now let's drill it down to a month. Okay, that's what we looked at there. Let's go to a weekly chart. So from here it pulled back, see it got into the 318 there, and then it's rallied back up. This is an inside and up. If you want to get in it and hope it can continue to the upside, this value right here, 278. If it pulls back below it, I'd look at 243 and 240 in that area. This cloud has been support. It has gotten into the 13 EMA right here. Excuse me. Yeah, that's right, the 13 EMA. So you could see a pullback into the cloud a little bit, but definitely those values right there, that edge at 243 and 240, somewhere in that area. But I would definitely wait for some kind of pullback. 278 to 240 is where I'd get your buy-in, and hopefully it can continue to the upside. But its range for this year is pretty large. Like I said, that you're looking at, that's it right there. Let's see, here to here, that's your range. So that's a pretty big range. And that's ASCUF. And the next one is CENX. This one actually, if you remember this chart, remember Alcoa I sent you? Looks very similar. And if you will look at your chart that I sent you, let's go back to the monthly or the quarterly, excuse me. This will be your range for a while unless AA can move into the quarter supply, build a base, and get above the EMA cloud. Well, it's doing exactly what these zones are supposed to do. It's just following this trend right here. If you'd have bought in right there, you'd be looking good. You made 100%. And that's pretty much what CENX looks like. It's almost identical. The range here is at the top of the range. So I would look, if you look at these, this is a quarter chart. I wouldn't buy now. I mean, of course, you get lucky, and if you buy, I'd probably go to $800. But if I were you, this is a quarter. Let's look at the annual. Yeah, you got your inside and up here. It didn't get tested. If you can get a pullback to 1169, if you want something quicker than that, it did get above this annual cloud here, so that's good. Let's see what the quarter looks like. This is going to be your inside and up. Um, let's draw these fibs. Let's drill down month. Look at a weekly chart. Okay. So if you can get a pullback down into this cluster right here, is where I would like to see you go. So you got some inside. This is a big move up. So let's start. Let's start the zone there at 23.30. So I'd say 23.50. Maybe in that 50%. Just start there at 23.78. Probably down into this area right here with $20. 2025. What's that? 2050 is where I like to see it come down to before you bought in. The range for next year, you see this blue line 32.20 down here to the 88.7 of the fibs is 1548. So anywhere in that area, I would wait for a pullback down here. That's 23, 30, 20, $24 mark before I started to buy, unless you're just feeling lucky, which you seem to be a lot. But anyways, that's what I would do on that. Yeah, see it almost took that low out right there. They came into that inside and up on a daily and rallied. You got a big sell off right here. They could move up here to this 33 before it rejects and pulls back some more. Or it could stay in this range. It's hard to tell. If you can give me a better idea of what kind of time frame you're looking at, then I can maybe get you a little better idea when to get in. Long term, 23.30, and that goes for any of these charts. I need to know really if you want long-term entry, if you want to play options for a month or two, if you want to go years out. What do you want to do? That will help me determine kind of which charts to look at instead of just a broad range. Because if I do anything, it's going to be more of a long-term trade than a short-term trade. Because you buy your options 2 and 3 years out. Let's see, anything else I got that was cool that I also looked for you? I can't think of it. Oxy. I don't know if you ever got an Oxy, but this chart I charted for you. See my wedge there? It broke below it. It came down into the 618 of that move up and rallied. But it can't. It might be making a little U-turn here. I don't know if it doesn't take this low out here of 34.73. It could rally back up into this area around the $63 mark. That was a good chart. JB Hunt. I don't know if you followed it or not. This was a good chart. I'm sure you didn't. Did I take my chart out? What happened? I think I deleted it. Maybe it was a different chart I was looking at. I don't remember. That's Intel. That almost came into my mark, 1607, 1667. Never quite made it there. Never triggered my alarm. I'm scrolling through your list over here. Copart, I think he sold it. I don't know if he ever got back into it. I bought some at 43.35, looks like, right in front of this quarter demand, and I bought half a position, and it's continuing to the downside. I hope it finds some traction here. It could take these candles out. It could come down here until this consolidation all the way down here to $31. I don't know. So keep an eye on it. I know you really liked it. If it flushes below this line, $37. If it flushes below that, look for a move down here to 31.16. Um, you got a big list. I'll send you your list. You need to tell me what you want to get rid of and what you want me to keep. All your gold went to the roof. CF looked pretty good. Katie's still in CF. That's barely above water. Cracker Barrel. I know you want to buy some Cracker Barrel. It's going to come down here into this quarter demand zone at 17.94. We can take this out. It took it out. You got so much on here. Oh, that was it. It wasn't JB Hunt. Marathon Petroleum. Check that dude out. What a move. That was earlier this year. That was April of this year. If you'd have bought some, if you'd have followed my chart, $117. It's at 193. That was a good move. I'm sure you didn't. Newmont looks pretty good. I'm in Newmont. It came into that annual right there and rallied. I bought it right here, just right at $41, $42, and it's taking off. It looks good. HII, I got it in here. What's that? Right at $190, $195. Sold half my position here at 240, and it's got some runners. It's still going. Looks good. I'm not sure what that is. Transocean. I wouldn't even bother with that. This one. Yeah, you can't see them. This is all for that chart that I used to make you of that different color. But it came way down. This is TFII. It flushed way down. If you want to buy some of it now, it'd probably be a good time. It'll probably move back up here into this $140 area. That could be a good one right there if it wants to rally. I guess that's really about it. Let's see, Lockheed Martin's on here. Oh, that was a good trade. You've already seen this. You didn't get into it. It hit my demand zone, 395, and rallied all the way up to $620. Oh, that was a good trade. Fluor Corp, FLR. That was a good trade. Look at that. Came into that quarter demand there at $29. If you just sold it in my supply zone right there at 51 bucks, that's a good trade. That one wasn't. That one didn't look too good. Let's see what the daily looks like. Oh, it actually did really good. I'm not sure. I don't remember this. I don't remember what or how I came up with these values here. But here it looks good. I don't know. That's Diamondback Energy. I didn't chart that one. I got alerts for this one, but I don't have any. Oh, I sold this a long time ago. I sold this back up here somewhere. Or I think I sold it for a loss or break even. I don't remember. It's been a while. Looking for that 2044. That's EQNR. That's right at the 618 of this move to the upside. So I'd like to see that 2044 come in. That's where my alert's at. And buy some of that. Canadian Natural something. I don't know. I don't have it charted. All these are on your watch list, by the way. CCG, that dude took off. Cameo. Viva Systems. Oh, that's old stuff there. I have to rechart that. Team. It's in a quarter demand zone again. Kind of likes that area. You might want to. That might be a good buy, Dad. What's at 150 now? That's in this demand zone, but it's been tested, so it could. This is a yearly chart, by the way, but it's in a quarter demand. This is a quarter chart. Just found value here, this dude. If it doesn't take this low out, now might be a good time. 134.48. Your range is right here. This blue line, 161 to 305. You could see a move to the upside here if it stays in this trading range. That might be a good trade. If it gets below this 112.91, I might want to sell, but cut your losses. But right now, if it can find value here, that's below the weekly cloud. It's below that blue line, so it's inside the demand zone. I might be a good buy, Dad, to try if you like team. I guess at 150, it could. You can see it come all the way up to 305, all the way up here. This is an inside, so inside and down. So this is where I'd look for it to come to 307. So I'd say 300 right there, right below it. Might try that. I get 75% of whatever you make off of it. I guess that's about it. I don't really see a whole lot else. So I'm going to send you a copy of your watch list, and you go through it and you tell me what to take off of it, or if you want to add something to it, what to add to it. But other than that, that's really about all I got. Oil was looking cheap. It's following my trend line to the downside. Right here, this is a monthly chart on oil. It continues to work its way down. Gold, let's see. You already know about gold. It's blowing everything out of the water. All-time highs. Gold looks good. You know what silver looks like. I'm not going to look at anything else really. Yep. That's it. Let me know what you want me to do, and I'll send it to you. I love you. Hope you're having a good day. I'll see you tomorrow at church.